Alright, so for number one of the main things I see a lot of people doing in Trials or Crucible is they over peak things. Now the right way you should really try is peak it this way. Try and put out least amount of body, because a lot of people, this is the wrong way you do it, they just go out here and just, start shooting like a monkey without a brain. But the way you want to do it is show less amount of body as you can, because I could see a lot more of Dylan than Dylan could see of me probably right now. I'll show you guys the perspective of where he is standing right now in a moment. But right here you want to show his less amount of body so he can hit as less many body shots or even headshots. And now coming from Dylan's perspective or the enemy's perspective, see how least amount you can see of me right here. So that's where I would be right now. Dylan can see my entire body. He can shoot my body, he can shoot my head, he can shoot my body, and all I can really do is I have to be very precise with my headshots, and you have to be very skilled with your headshots. Because right now I can barely hit his body. I'll be be pretty lucky to hit body shots, especially in the heat of the moment, where you get really tense, your muscles get tense, and your decision making starts to run out of ideas. So that's one of the main things you want to do is not overpeak things, because if Dylan overpeaks something like right now, if he overpeaks it, just go ahead and overpeak it. See how much of a body I can see right now? I can shoot his body, I can shoot his legs, and I can shoot his head. There's so much stuff I can do right now. So that's tip number one, is don't overpeak things. Tip number two is I see this more, I do this sometimes myself, is that know when to stop when you're really weak. That means is when, if I shoot myself with a grenade launcher like right here, and I get myself half health, and I keep peeking Dylan right now, he's going to have more of an advantage, because he had more health, and I was half bar. So let me do this one more time. The way you should be doing this is if Dylan shoots me once, I should really try and start to go into perspective mode. Then see right there, since Dylan is red bar, so that means he's about 3/4 right now. He should be trying to go for behind the wall, or he should be trying to run away. Let's show you guys my perspective again. Shoot myself. Get myself killed. But you guys get what I'm saying. You guys really want to make sure when you're weak, you want to back off, or you get your teammate to come over and help you. There's 1,000 things you can do. You can even panic pop, that annoys the crap out of me. But if I shoot Dylan a lot right here, he should try and go into defensive mode, and I'm like full health. He should just go into defensive mode, pop a shield, pop your super, throw a grenade. Anything you can do to make the other enemy back off. For tip number 3, and I think this is going to speak for itself, but do not pop your super when you are not near an enemy, because you can get easily team shotted. Look, now Dylan's going to start running. I got to go all the way over here. He has a farther advantage than me. Sometimes I can even lose him. I don't even know where he is right now, to be honest. I had to trust my radar to tell me exactly where he is, and by the time I run out of my super, he's already going to be gone and ready with his teammates, or he's even going to have a grenade back. He's going to have anything back. So what I highly suggest doing is pop your super at this close of range. So I'm about two shots away. Shotgun range, or even a fusion rifle range like right here. Tip number 4, and this one is another one I see a lot of myself and my teammates doing, is don't hard scope so much. Now you'll be saying, I'm a hard scope sniper since the Call of Duty days. Well, in this game you really don't want to do this, because while I am hard scoping right here, my other perspectives is that enemies can be coming from this direction, or even in front of me, like on the left side here. It could be coming up on the right side right here. When I have my scope up here right here, you can see in the top left corner, I do not have my radar. I don't know what's going around me except for this little circle and that little dot that shows where the headshot is. So right now, there could be a person right next to me, right here, and I wouldn't know it. There could be a person over here peeking it with a teammate, and I wouldn't know it. So what I highly suggest you to do is hard scope for like 3 seconds and then stop. 3 seconds and then stop, because it only takes a few seconds to shoot your bullet. You don't need a long time. So train yourself to quick scope more than hard scope. So instead of doing this, you want to go here, just quickly aim and then shoot. Whether you hit it or not, it doesn't matter, because you always got primary ammo. And same thing with primary ammo. When you're scoping in with your primary, you don't know what's going around you. So if you want to, just hip fire it. If you really want to be cautious. Some guns are actually pretty good hip fire range. So if you're using like an adept palindrome or using a Adept Igneous Hammer with a Adept Icarus Grip, that could be pretty useful in encounters like that. But yeah, that's tip number 4, is try not to hard scope too much so you get more aware of your surroundings. Tip number 5, this one will help you in the long run. Whether you're in a tournament, regular Crucible, comp, trials, even in PvE, don't rush something that is way more overpowered than you. So what I'm saying here is that when Dylan pops his super, just like right now, I do not want to rush at him and try and shotgun him because he has the abilities of the super. He can easily one-tap me with the super, and look, within 2 shotgun shots, I'm already out of ammo. There's nothing I can do, and it's just game over. Now, what Dylan's going to do is he's going to stand right here, and he's going to show you what to do if a super pops right next to you. You can either team shot it, or you can either run. Depending on how many teammates you have near you, or how many people are next to you. It really depends on what your situation is and what type of super it is. Since this super is stasis, it would be very hard for him to run away from me. But if it's a Striker Titan, or a Spectral Blade, or even the worst super in the game, Golden Gun, you can easily baby that as a team. Just make sure you make your shots count, and make sure you team shot as a team. Because even if the Golden Gun gets 1 teammate, you still got 2 other people to handle the situation. So that's what the 5 tips I can really give you guys what not to do in Crucible. Hope you guys learned something from this. What I can really take away, if you guys don't want to care about any other rules, just make sure you run from supers if you can't team shoot it. I hate when I'm doing trials with my friends and we all try and contest a stasis super. It's just not gonna go well. Just make sure you either run, or if it's a really weak super like a Golden Gun, or even a Striker Titan, or even the stasis Titan right now, that's pretty weak now since the nerf. Just team shoot it, or just run. If you're not confident, just run. Leave your teammates for dead. Try and gain your super back up. That's what I do all the time. Beastman and Turtle can back me up on that. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.